even just the concept of like living to 70 is like horrifying.
I know you only want to live to like 40 at the max.
Because like what am I gonna do when I'm 70? I'm gonna be old and just sit in a chair all day.
The
like,
greatest movie of all time comes out when you're 42? Then what?
Well, then I'm fucked. I can't see it.
But you know about it. Like
I always wonder that. Sometimes I'm like, what happens if like the best movie, if like the next Citizen Kane comes like after I'm dead? Like that's gonna suck.
The next Godfather or something.
That's gonna suck.
Comes out the year you die.
Of course. Of course.
I'll put a copy of it on your grave because I might live longer than
good, and then I still won't be able to watch it.
Nah, your ghost can look at it and be like, "Damn it!
Like, God damn it! I wish my ghost hands could grab stuff.
I wish I could watch Citizen Kane 2.
Citizen Kane 2.
That's what
Welcome back to the Reel Duo Podcast, the most mediocre podcast on the internet. I'm one of your hosts, Wade.
I'm another host, Devin. What have you been watching this week?
I was about to ask you that.
I beat you to it.
I have been binging sort of Batman Beyond.
Oh yeah, I saw on your Snapchat that you bought. Is it 4 seasons? All
3
4
seasons.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
How's it been? How's it been going?
It's okay. It's not as amazing as I remember, and it's nowhere near the animated series, but it's fine. It's very like, I don't know. Have you ever seen Batman Beyond?
No, I haven't seen any episodes. I don't think.
It's very like Spider-Man, where it's just like, oh, it's Batman, and he's like young and hip and cool and edgy now, and it's the 2000s, so we got to play rock music fucking everywhere. And it's like there's some really stupid episodes. Like there's the infamous the infamous Egg Baby episode that everyone has made fun of for like decades. Where like, you know, in all those dumb kid shows where it's like, oh, I'm in home ec and I got to take care of like this fake baby.
Yeah,
and they just got to take the fake baby around everywhere. There's an episode where they do that, but it's an egg that has like a robot face on it, and he's got to like do his Batman stuff while taking care of this fake baby, and it's like the dumbest thing ever.
I don't think people realize how bad some early 2000s cartoons were.
It's not bad. There's still some really solid episodes, and there's some surprisingly dark stuff in this. Like the Mr. Freeze episode is fucking awesome, but that's in like season 1.
This is why we need a good Mr. Freeze in the current day movies.
Oh
not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, bring him back and just make him good.
No, don't bring Arnold back. First of all, Arnold's too old.
Mr. Freeze doesn't need to be fucking. He's wearing a mask the whole time.
He can't even barely speak English.
I mean, true.
Like,
get Stallone to do it.
Get the Rock. Get the Rock. Like
he's the modern. He needs an accent though, because Mr. Freeze is like German or whatever.
He's playing freaking Danny DeVito. I mean, he can do anything.
What does that have to do with? No, he's not playing Danny DeVito. He's playing himself.
But he's acting like Danny DeVito.
But can he play German? Can he play himself as a German man?
Nah, it's fine. It's whatever. They change stuff all the time in movies.
But his name is Victor Freeze. Like that's a German name.
No, there's people named Victor in America.
Not Freeze. Not like American. The way they spell it. Like
he's like Filipino or whatever. But
yeah, where's Samoan?
He from? Samoan. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, he's not even American.
Not even American. You can get Vin Diesel.
I was just about to say Vin Diesel. He'd be perfect.
Why are we getting all these huge buff dudes? I don't think Mr. Freeze is a huge buff
He's
guy.
not. I don't. Yeah, we're thinking of Arnold.
I guess. Yeah.
Because Arnold was one for.
Arnold set the standard.
Yeah.
For Mr.
Now
Freeze.
every Mr. Freeze has to be this jack to the nines motherfucker.
I still haven't seen that movie, and I don't want to. But
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I own it. I haven't watched it yet.
You're in for a fucking treat.
I'll get to it, but I really don't want to.
Have you seen Batman Forever?
Nope. I've only seen Batman 89. That's the only one I've seen.
Batman Forever. Fuck. You need to watch Batman Returns. But Batman Forever isn't as bad as like Batman and Robin, but it's like it kind of warms you up to what you're gonna get into with Batman and Robin. It's still bad, but it's like not quite there yet. And then you jump straight into Batman and Robin. You're like, fuck, this is awful.
I might watch Batman Returns tomorrow if I get time.
Batman Returns is probably one of my favorite Batman movies.
Really?
I love it. It's so like batshit insane. It's man. And there's just so many awesome moments in it. I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only Batman movies I've seen is 2 of the Dark Knight trilogies. I haven't seen the last one.
Dark Knight Rises.
I haven't seen Rises. And I've seen Batman 89. Those are the only Batman
movies
I've seen.
You've seen Batman vs Superman.
And Batman vs Superman, yeah. I don't know if I consider that a Batman.
That's a Batman movie.
It's a Batman and a Superman movie.
No, he has the most screen time in it. It's a fucking Batman movie.
Okay. Whatever you say. Justice League is a Batman movie.
Batman movie. I mean, it is. It's a bad one.
I'm pretty sure he has the most screen time, so
he does, because he's the goddamn Batman.
I've
also seen Ford v Ferrari.
So have I. I saw that,
and I'm just gonna talk about it here because I don't really have like a whole lot to say about it.
Enough for like a whole video. Right now.
Just right now. Just like,
right.
What would you think about it?
Ferrari review quickie right now.
Quickie.
I thought it was good. I know you didn't like it too much, but I thought it was
fine. I said it was good. I just didn't love it.
It didn't meet up to your expectations, if that makes sense.
That's fair, because I was really excited for this movie because you get James Mangold, the man who directed Logan and like 3:10 to Yuma and like Walk the Line and shit, like awesome movies. And then you get fucking Matt Damon, who was on Mars. And then you have Christian Bale, who was the goddamn Batman. And then you have John Bernthal, who likes to growl at people. Like, that's an amazing crew of people.
I just want to say, Christian Bale fucking knocked it out of the park.
He's great, but I mean, he's always great.
He was the best. He was the best actor in the movie. I thought he was
fantastic.
He was. Matt Damon, he underwhelmed me a little bit. I expected him to do a little bit more. He just didn't really do much.
He kind of just stood around and was like, "Oh, I got a country accent."
Like, I kind of wanted to see him drive a little more, like, and play on that aspect, but they didn't. And I was like,
he's not the driver.
I know, but like, you could do the PTSD crap with him. I'm sure he has it.
Probably could.
And then you could have him help Christian Bale because he won the race. He didn't really. We didn't see any of that going on. It was just kind of like, oh, he's building the car.
And I think they kind of rush over the whole building the car thing because that's kind of the whole point of the movie. That's kind of the plot. Is that, hey, we need to build this car and we have 90 days to do it. They kind of like rush over that a little bit too quickly. And I'm like, that's what, like, I want to see that. I want to see them like butt heads over this thing that probably couldn't be done at the time. But then they fucking get it done and they say fuck you to everyone else. See, that would have been awesome.
I think they may have wanted to do that, but they didn't want to go too gearhead with it and not have people understand. So.
Fuck people. All right. Make whatever you want to make, James Mangold.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I think. Personally.
I don't know, because I mean, all the trailers made it seem like that's what the fucking movie was about.
Then John Bernthal, he was in it a lot towards the beginning, and then he kind of just disappeared.
I was surprised how much he was in it, because he usually likes to just show up in movies and then just like pieces out like 5 minutes in. He's actually in this, like he's a character in this. Like I can say he's in this.
He is,
but he does kind of disappear towards the end.
Yeah, but I don't even know if he's like, is he a villain or does he like he's kind of helped him out a little?
He's just another character. I wouldn't say he's necessarily a villain.
And then how did you feel about the villain? Which was
the villain? Was it Mr. Ford or whatever?
It was. I thought it was more of his assistant dude. I don't know his name.
Oh, both of them. I think they were a little too cartoony. There were some points where I was like, I don't know how like accurate this is to real life, but like, there's no way that they would have said that, or there's no like. I know they're thinking like they have the business mind or whatever, but at some point you have to just realize, hey, this guy, like he's gone against everything we've said and he's succeeded. So let's just let him do whatever. But instead at the end, they're like, oh, let's have him like stop so he can take a picture with all the cars and shit. And I'm like, that's a dumb idea.
I've heard Ford was an asshole. I don't know if that other dude. I don't know if that other dude is even a real person. He probably is, but I don't know. I don't know anything about him. So, but I know that the very end when somebody wants the 3 cars to line up, that's true. Obviously, that actually happened.
Yeah, but it's just like, and I'm sure some of that stuff did happen, but it's just like in the context of the movie, I'm like, this is a little cartoony and this is weird. And I don't think there was some lines that like Ford would say where I was like, a human being doesn't sound like that.
Like when he's talking to Matt Damon, he's like, "Go to war." It's like,
yeah, I'm like, no, that's a line that they put in the script just for the trailer.
It's like you're a car company. You don't.
Yeah, you don't say that shit. You say, "Hey, make me a cool car." You fuck.
It's just kind of funny because even nowadays, I would pick a Ferrari over a Ford any day.
I mean, I don't know the difference.
Ferrari, it's just kind of like they said in the back in the day. They don't make many Ferraris, so they're just really nice and expensive. That's how they are. Because there's not many of them out there.
And we'll get a Volkswagen Beetle.
It's not even no. No.
Beetle versus Lamborghini. I want to see that movie.
Lamborghini.
Hell yeah.
Smokes the Beetle 100%.
You don't know.
This movie was long too. It was 2.5 hours.
It was. It didn't really it could have been a little shorter, I think.
It didn't feel like it was 2.5 hours. It wasn't fast, but it went as fast as
it did. It slowed down a little bit towards the final like race for me, just because that race is so fucking long. It did not need to be that long.
It was a 24-hour race. What do you expect?
I don't care. That doesn't mean it has to be 24 hours in the movie.
And then how'd you feel about the Christian Bale character?
Spoilers.
We've been talking about spoilers the whole time.
I guess, yeah. Spoilers for those who haven't seen it. I thought it was a little like weirdly done because it just kind of happens. And then there was one moment where like Matt Damon comes to his house and he's like, "Oh, your father's dead." And I was like, "What? When did that happen?" Because it just kind of happens like off into the screen. I was like,
"For you."
No, you see the car just kind of like go up in smoke, and I was like, "Okay, he's probably injured or whatever." We don't see him like get out, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's dead." They just cut to the next scene. I was like, "Oh, he's dead."
Yeah, what? But like you could tell on Matt Damon's face in the next scene, like he's like all messed up and stuff. He's like,
"Yeah." The next scene when he goes to the house, like I put it together.
The next scene is when he's in his office and he's like,
"Oh yeah," that confused me because I was like, "Why are you all pissed off, Matt Damon?" And then I put it together in my head.
I think you're just a little slow. I think that's what that is.
I mean, probably.
I got that instantly as soon as
I don't know. I probably just missed something, but like when I saw it, I was like, "What? He's dead? What?"
Yeah. I don't know if that's how he died. I know he died from, I think, a fire, but I don't know. I don't know if it was exactly the way they portrayed it.
Probably how he did it.
I don't know. But overall, I
also noticed some of the edit. There's some weird editing in some spots. Like there's when they're talking in that diner, there's some really weird, like there's when they do the over the shoulder shots over Christian Bale's shoulder of Matt Damon, you can see Christian Bale's like sitting up, but then when it cuts to Christian Bale, he's clearly like leaning back in his chair. And I was like, I noticed that, you slick fucks. You ain't slick.
There's a cut back and forth, and he like cuts to Matt Damon, and he's like holding food, and it cuts back to him, and he's not holding the food, and then he cuts back to him again, and he's holding it again. Yeah. I was like, ooh, I noticed that.
Yeah, I don't mind that stuff, but when it's noticeable, it's like really?
Like you could have tried a little
harder. You could have trimmed it out.
Which is kind of funny because that whole scene is like the trailer, basically. Like they show that whole scene in the trailer because they're talking about building the car and stuff. So I'm surprised they didn't make that like almost a perfect scene. But I don't know.
They could have.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not the best racing movie I've ever seen.
No, I mean, it definitely had some fun to it. I like Christian Bale and Matt Damon's chemistry. They had fucking amazing chemistry, and they had some funny lines together. I honestly kind of want to see more with them two in a movie, like in other movies and stuff. That'd be a lot of fun.
Put them in another space movie with Matt Damon.
Oh my god, why hasn't Christian Bale done a space movie?
I don't know. I feel like he has, but then when I think about it, he hasn't. I don't think
he hasn't. He's been a cowboy a couple times. He was Batman. He's been a driving cars fast man. He needs to be a spaceman.
He does. It'd be amazing. Put Matt Damon in it.
Put Matt Damon in it again.
The Martian 2.
Fuck. Christian Bale is the Martian.
Where's Matt Damon?
Matt Damon's already on Earth.
Yeah, but he can go back.
Spoilers. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I can do it even longer.
I was trapped there for like 2 years. I can do it. I can make it. I ate potatoes
even longer.
I ate potatoes that I grew out of my own poop.
He has to go and rescue Christian Bale.
Oh shit!
He's stranded now.
Shit! Why are people getting stranded on Mars?
Because
so much?
These fucking astronauts are incompetent.
Are we bringing back freaking Donald Glover?
I guess. I mean, he was in it for 5 seconds.
Randy just showed up.
Yeah, I'm sure we could pay him like $2. Be like, hey, show up for a day and then go leave.
But we want Childish Gambino, not.
Well, he'll charge a little more.
Ah, damn.
Than Donald Glover.
Can't afford it. Throw it out.
We can afford Donald Glover. We can't afford Childish Gambino.
Nope, can't afford Childish Gambino.
It's too much.
He's a risk factor.
He really is.
Is there anything else you want to say on Ford versus Ferrari?
No, it was fine. It was good.
It's not your favorite movie of 2019?
No. But I didn't want to shoot myself when it ended. So.
It's not going to crack your top 10 for the year?
No, it might be in like honorable mentions or something.
Oh, really?
There honestly hasn't been like a lot of movies this year that I could say are even in my top 10.
Did you watch The Irishman yet?
It's not out yet.
I thought it was out.
It came out in theaters like 2 years ago, or 2 weeks ago, but it's not on Netflix yet. It comes out next week, I think.
I've heard people are raving about it. So.
I can't fucking wait.
I know you've been excited for this movie all year.
Fucking wait.
Is this a potential for your 2019 favorite?
I can already tell you it's probably going to be.
It is? It's going to beat out the Joker?
Probably. Well, Joker's in my top, but it's not my number one.
Oh, really? What is your number one right now? Like,
I have to look at the list. Probably like Under the Silver Lake or some shit because I like weird shit.
I don't even know what that is. I thought you were going to say like peanut butter.
That's that Andrew Garfield movie.
Andrew Garfield. I don't know.
We talked about it on this podcast.
Yeah, but I still don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was when we talked about it.
Because I can't explain the plot because it's weird.
Don't.
And I like weird movies.
It's not Peanut Butter Falcon. That's not your favorite.
That's not my favorite of the year. That might make it in my top 10. I don't know.
Really. I've seen a lot of movies this year, but none of them are like standing out as my favorite. So.
Yeah, this really hasn't been like a great year. There hasn't been a whole lot.
Star Wars potential.
Well, of course. I can already tell you're gonna love fucking episode 9. You're gonna love episode 9.
I didn't like Han Solo. It's not like I like every Star Wars movie. I hate the prequels.
Everyone hates the prequels.
I don't like Han Solo.
Okay, that's the one you don't like.
And
you like all the other ones.
I have issues with 8, but I still like it. So.
Exactly. So you're gonna like episode 9. I can tell you right now.
No, if it ends without like explaining shit, then I probably won't like it. So
I mean, it probably
won't. It needs to explain shit you set up in 7 and 8. Otherwise.
It's not going to.
Otherwise,
that was 8's job, and 8 failed to do that.
It will be pooped then. And if they kill Lando, quote me right now. If they kill Lando, I won't like it. How about that?
I've been saying Lando's gonna die for like 4 years now.
I
Lando's fucking dead.
Making it right now. Calling it. He's surviving.
No, he's dead.
He's making it.
You should like hashtag Wade's right. All right.
No,
this is like a thing.
This will be the one time that you're wrong.
No.
This will be a hashtag Devin's right.
Why? Because why else is he in the movie?
Because he's the pilot. He's got to lead the resistance against.
He's not though. Where the fuck was he the last 2 movies? If he's the leader of the resistance or whatever.
He was getting drunk because
he's afraid to die because he's a little bitch because he's old.
No, he's the smoothest guy in the galaxy. He's not a little bitch.
Is he though? He's like 80.
We'll see in episode 9. We'll see if he still is.
We'll see.
I think he's making it though. Calling it right now. Making it.
He's dying.
This is video proof. I call it.
He dead.
Nope. We'll see in about a month. Ooh, it's actually less than a month from today. So
Jesus Christ.
Comes out on December 20th. All right, you ready to get into the news? Oh, I mean, unless you want to hear what I've seen, but I haven't seen a lot.
What have you seen?
I've been watching some Pixar movies on Disney Plus.
Oh shit. Disney Plus came out. Let's talk about Disney Plus.
Are we talking about here?
If we can talk about, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
All right, let's talk about first impressions Disney Plus. It has way too many glitches for me. I don't know about you, but it's been fucking with me.
I've had a couple small glitches.
And I've heard it's the device I'm using. I'm using my 4K Fire Stick, and apparently the 4K version of the Fire Stick has a ton of glitches, and that's all I've been watching it on.
Stop using fucking 4K.
That's what I have. That's what I have on my TV. That's all I use on my TV. I
mean, I've noticed a couple glitch, and I don't know if they fixed it because I use the app on my PlayStation, and I know they put out an update for it recently. I haven't checked to see if like any of the shit's fixed, but I noticed when like I would go and just look at all the stuff, there would be like duplicates. It would be like, oh, the Lizzie McGuire movie, and then right next to that, it would be the Lizzie McGuire movie again, and I'm like, I don't know why that is.
I didn't get that glitch, but
that's there. I don't know if they fixed that, and also, Disney Plus is horribly unorganized. It's very like when you go to search for something, when you go to like movies A to Z or whatever. For one, they're not A to Z; they're just kind of in there all over the place. And I don't even think everything is in that section. So it's like, what's the point of it?
I don't like how they categorize stuff because it's kind of hard to find. Like I know something's on Disney Plus, but I'm like trying to find it without searching for it because I'm lazy, and I'm like, it's not. I can't find it.
They did a great job with Star Wars and Marvel stuff because they literally gave it its own dedicated section.
Yeah, and some of the Pixar movies aren't on there yet, which I'm sad. Like Coco's not on there yet.
Coco's a Disney movie. Pixar didn't make that.
Pixar did make it. It's a Pixar movie.
It's a Disney movie.
It's a Pixar movie.
Look it up.
You look it up.
Prove you wrong.
It's under the Pixar section in Disney Plus. It's a Pixar movie.
Pretty sure Pixar did not make that movie.
Look it up right now. Hashtag Devin's right. This is where it begins.
No.
I know it is a Pixar fucking movie.
It is a Pixar movie.
You fuck! I
thought it was Disney. What was that one movie that they made that looked like Pixar?
Moana is a Disney.
Is it Moana?
I think Moana's a Disney.
I'm probably
movie.
Thinking of Moana.
So you fucked.
Coco,
right.
Coco sucked either way.
Coco is good.
It's fine.
But Incredibles 2 is not on there, and Toy Story 4 is not on there. The two newest Pixar movies. So
Incredibles 2 isn't on there?
No, not yet. It doesn't come on there until next year, I don't think.
Oh my god. Yeah, I noticed that too. They have like some movies on there where it's like, oh, it won't be available until like whatever. Yeah. That's a little weird that they do that. Because it's just just don't put it on.
Yeah, don't put it on there.
Yeah.
And Star Wars 8 isn't on there. You can play the trailer, but you can't watch it. Because I think it's still on Netflix, and that's the reason. That's the reason.
But I've noticed some, like I think some of the Marvel movies that are on Netflix are on Disney Plus, I think.
There are a couple, but like Infinity War, Black Panther, Ragnarok, and Ant-Man and Wasp aren't on there, which are all on Netflix. So I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know. And they don't have obviously any of the Spider-Man movies. And Sony has said we're not letting Disney Plus do it.
That's such bullshit. They have Spider-Man cartoons. What the fuck?
Because like I said, cartoons and TV shows are owned by Disney, not by Sony.
Fucking
the movies are owned by Sony.
Stop. Sony sucks.
So no Homecoming,
no Spider-Man Homecoming, no Far From Home.
No Far From Home,
That's
no
shitty.
Spider-Man 1 through 3, and no Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Well, we don't need any of those movies.
But none of those. That's and then the Incredible Hulk and the other Hulk movie aren't on there. I don't.
What about Japanese Spider-Man? That show? Can they put that on there?
Maybe. I haven't seen it on there, but it might be on there. And then some other glitches. I haven't had this problem, but I've heard other people have. Some of the shows episodes are out of order. Like they put them out of order.
Yeah, I've noticed that on some of them.
It's like I know a big one was the Incredible Hulk show. I think is it the Lou Ferrigno show or the cartoon? I don't know.
I think it's the cartoon because I didn't see the Lou Ferrigno one on there. I think it's the cartoon.
They said that like the first episode is like the 6th in the first season, and it's like it's a part 2 of an episode. So it's just like what? So yeah, I've heard of that. But the glitches I've been having, and it really sucks because I can't tell what color scenes are because every scene when it switches scenes, my color palette changes. It's really weird on my TV. So like when I'm watching The Mandalorian, is it gray or is it orange color palette? I don't know.
Mandalorian?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of orange sometimes, but sometimes it's kind of gray. So I mean,
but like it switches when he's in the same area. Like
I mean, that's probably your TV just like exploding on itself.
It's the Fire Stick because I can watch it on my phone and it doesn't change. It's the Fire Stick.
That's strange.
Yeah, so every time it cuts to a new scene, it switches color palettes. I'm like, I don't know what color it's supposed to be because it keeps switching back and forth. So I don't know. And then if I watch something on Disney Plus and I then finish it and try to watch something else, it doesn't appear on like it's just black screen and it plays noise and I have to close the app and restart it to watch.
That's shitty. That sucks.
Yeah. So that's the glitches I've been having. And
I've also noticed that like I wish they had like how like Netflix does it where it's like, you know, if you stop watching something in the middle, it'll pop up on the menu and be like, oh, continue watching this or whatever. It doesn't do that. It just you have to go completely back into the whole menu and like find it and do whatever. That sucks.
Apparently people have been complaining about that. And that's one of the new features they're trying to add is the continue watching section.
Fucking add that. You have all the money in the world, Disney. Fucking hire somebody from fucking Netflix to do it.
Nepflix may own the rights to that, so they may not be able to.
They own the rights to continue watching.
If you own a patent on something, you can legally sue somebody else for copying it.
A bullshit patent that they shouldn't have.
I mean, iPhone has the slide to unlock. That's
why Amazon has something like that. Amazon Video has something like that.
Maybe Amazon's not big enough for them to sue.
Fucking that's bullshit.
Apple sued Android for the slide to unlock because Apple has a patent on it on their phones.
Did they win? Because they still use that.
I don't know if they won or not, but they did sue Android for it. I mean, you can't take somebody's phone back, obviously. So
no, I mean, like Android phones are still using that. So
are the newer ones? I know. I don't
probably.
Know I haven't owned a Galaxy in forever.
My phone has it.
I have a Pixel, so a Google Pixel.
Fuck.
I like my unlock thing. It's a little fingerprint scanner.
I have one of those too, but I'm always afraid that like it won't read my fingerprints right, so I don't use it.
That's how I unlock my phone every time.
I don't like that.
It's like instant.
My phone doesn't need my fingerprints.
And then another movie I watched was Breathless. I watched Breathless. I know you wanted to watch that. I think.
Ooh, that's that Jean-Luc Godard movie.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
What's wrong with it? I haven't seen it. I've heard it's really good.
I know it's a different type of film, but I couldn't fucking get into it at all. It was so. I guess I'm so used to American films. It's a French film for people who don't know. It's a French film, and it's all in French, so you have to read subtitles, which I was fine with. That's not the issue. It's just like it editing wise, it's so weird, and I don't like it. It messes.
It's an older movie, right?
It is, but like Citizen Kane and Casablanca are older movies. They came out at the same time, but those are edited fine. I think it
had bigger budgets.
But like, have you ever like when they cut scenes, they don't have like an establishing shot, so it's kind of weird.
Oh, they just cut the scenes?
Yeah, they just cut to scenes, and you're like, this dude's like looking at something, and you're like, what is he looking at?
I mean, it's art, Devin.
It is, and I could see some people really enjoying it, but I couldn't get into it personally.
I mean, that's fair. I want to watch it at some point. I just
like
fucking find it.
Like there are scenes where he's like driving and he's going this way on the screen, and then he'll cut, and then he's going this way on the screen. It's
yeah.
What the fuck?
That seems like a stylistic choice, but I could see that being annoying.
It might be, but like it was kind of annoying. But the story was, I guess, basic. I don't know. It was like Romeo and Juliet, I thought, but I don't know. You'd have to watch it to understand. But and then where I was sitting in my classroom, because I watched it in my film class, I couldn't see the bottom of the screen very well because there's some dude's big ass head was in the way, so I couldn't read the subtitles very well. Why do they put subtitles on the bottom? Put on the top.
Because it's on the bottom.
But why can't
if it's on the top? It's distracting. You can't see anything. You put them on the bottom so you can see at least most of the screen.
Well, when it's on the bottom and there's some big ass head in front of it, I can't read it.
Well, that's not the movie's fault. That's the guy with the big ass head.
Well, so I got an F. I probably missed some dialogue. So
probably.
And there's a whole scene where this girl and this guy are talking, and they keep switching from speaking English to speaking French. And I'm like,
foreign movies do that a lot. I've noticed that because there's a lot of Japanese movies that do that, and I'm just like, why? Like, why?
Pick one.
Stop doing that.
Just do one. Don't do both.
Yeah, it's very annoying and distracting.
I don't know if it's trying to appeal to audiences or what, but
well, I mean, it's like when you watch an American movie and you have that character that speaks, Korean or whatever, and then all of a sudden there's subtitles on the screen. It's like that, but it's weird hearing that in a foreign movie because you're expecting all subtitles and then they start speaking English, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess you just have to watch it. I can't really recommend it. Again, I don't know. All the editing could be stylistic choice. No idea. So, no idea.
I don't know either because I haven't fucking seen it.
All right, you ready to get into the news, or is there anything else you want to talk about?
Movie news.
What you got for me? What you got?
Movie news first. Wes Craven's estate is taking new pitches for a possible new Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Another one? Didn't we just make one?
They did a remake, I think 10 years ago.
Okay, back to the horror news.
Yeah,
seems like we have one at least every 2 weeks.
We have a lot.
How do you feel about this Nightmare on Elm Street?
I mean, I've seen the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and I've seen like one of the other ones. I think it was Dream Warriors, the one where they all get like superpowers and they just fight Freddy Krueger.
Wait, are they bringing back what's his face? Because I remember
Robert Englund.
Yeah, I remember having news that he would maybe do one more.
I don't know. It's not confirmed if he's going to come back for this. I don't see why not. But like I know he's talked about before that like he has like one more in him, and they would probably want to do like 4 or 5, and he wouldn't want to like do 4 or 5 back to back.
Why you gotta do 4 or 5? Just let him finish out. He is iconic for that character. Just let him finish.
I would love that if he comes back. I mean, no, nowadays I could see them bringing him back because it's kind of the thing now, bringing back the OG actor and like doing whatever. So they might, but I have no idea. But I mean, the first Nightmare on Elm Street is a pretty fucking solid movie. There's a couple of like shitsy effects in it, like when the mom gets like sucked through the window. It's clearly like a puppet, but it's still kind of spooky, and there's some really like interesting fucking scares in that movie. Like when the blood thing goes up on the ceiling, and the way they shot that is like cool as fuck. And this movie's probably just gonna be all CG because the last one was. But I mean, as long as it's not a reboot, it'd be kind of fun if it was like a sequel to like the old ones. That'd be kind of fun. Or maybe it's Freddy versus Jason 2. Like that could be a lot of fun.
Oh God, ping pong ball.
I would love that. Because they said originally, Robert Englund's talked about this, that they wanted to do a sequel called Freddy versus Jason versus Ash from like the Evil Dead movies. And I'm like, that would be fucking awesome. I want that.
Sounds bizarre.
Do that now when they're all old and disgusting, and make a huge joke out of it. Like that'd be amazing.
Admit, the concept for Nightmare on Elm Street is actually a really good idea.
It's so cool.
It's a really good idea.
It's so awesome, and they ran it into the fucking ground,
just like Halloween and every other scary franchise. Oh, I forgot to mention I watched Get Out. It's part of I guess horror.
Oh shit.
You say it's not a horror movie.
It's not a horror movie.
That's
nothing scary about that movie.
It's under the genre of horror.
I don't give a fuck. Silence of the Lambs is also considered a horror movie, and it's not fucking scary.
I haven't seen Silence of the Lambs. I don't know.
Fuck.
I'm not a horror person. I told you.
It's not a horror movie. It's not scary.
I enjoyed Get Out though. I'm not going to go too crazy into it. I'm sure everybody has seen it because it came out 2 years
fine.
ago.
It's a good movie. I
liked it. I enjoyed it.
Too many black people, but
there's too many. There's like 3 black people in the entire movie.
There's 4
black. There's 4. There's 4 actually.
So I guess not enough black people.
Not enough black people. Too many white people. But you can't say that. You can't say that on the internet.
So. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Nah, we're gonna get demonetized.
Shit, we're not monetized for this anyway. We're making money off of this.
This video was gonna be it, and then you ruined it.
I'll edit it out.
You'll edit. Okay. What else you got?
This is technically Star Wars news. Well, first, what are your thoughts on the new Nightmare on Elm Street? Because we kind of just brushed over that.
We did. I haven't seen probably any of them. I've seen clips of the original. I haven't seen the whole movie though. But I would want to go see one if it's like good. Like do practical effects, do a new story. Don't just reboot the original story. I would go see it, and especially if it had good marketing, I guess.
Yeah, because the first one definitely has some like really kind of like striking imagery, like when he's got those long arms and he's like walking down the hallway and shit. Like that's spooky as fuck.
Does it have good music?
It has some pretty solid music in some spots.
I was gonna say, like we said, music in horror movies are pivotal. Like you need good music in horror.
I mean, if they bring back Robert Englund, if they do like traditional old school horror where it's not just CG nonsense all over the fucking screen.
Is it gore? Is it a gore fest?
Oh, there's a lot of gore.
Yeah, that's what I
The first one, not so much, but as they go along, it's like it turns into Saw almost, where it's just like you're only here to see people die and get fucked up. So
let's do some more of that. Let's do practical effects.
That'd be fun.
In 2019. Let's fucking do it.
Hell yeah. Bring back Johnny Depp.
I totally go see it. But if I see a shit ton of CG, I'm gonna be like, nah.
The last one had a shit ton of CG and it looked awful.
Yeah, let's not do that.
So don't do that.
Let's practical effects it, because it's not that hard. It's a horror film that it's like very almost grounded, I guess. Almost, not really, but
it's a little. I mean, it's as grounded as you could get.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to make everything CG. Just do practical effects. It'll be fine.
I'd be down.
I don't know if I'm excited for it, but
well, I mean, it's not even really like officially happening yet. They're just kind of like, hey, we're taking ideas. But if they have a cool idea, hell yeah, I'll go see this.
All right, what else you got? What's next?
This is technically Star Wars news, but I'm going to talk about it now. Kathleen Kennedy says there's no books or comics to draw from when making Star Wars movies, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard come out of anyone's mouth.
I've heard this. I heard this the other day, and I just thought, this person is in charge of Star Wars, and she doesn't know shit about Star Wars.
I mean, I'm sure she's aware that there are Star Wars books. If she doesn't, that's very concerning.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of extended universe books and stuff like that that aren't canon.
But there are books that are canon though that have came out under like Disney's regime of Star Wars.
And there's comics and there's tons of stuff, and it's not like that's source. It's not source material, but you could use inspiration from it.
Yeah, and she's acting like these movies are like super original. It's like you are taking ideas from other things. Like even the original movies, in a sense, are sort of source material for the new movies.
Is she throwing shots at Marvel with that? Like,
I guess maybe.
Like, hey, like your job's easy. You have source material to go off of. I don't have that. It's like what? What are you talking about?
I mean, she's doing so well with Star Wars.
First of all, Marvel makes 3 movies a year. Star Wars makes one movie a year. And you still can't even get it right.
Yeah, you still can't even fucking do it right, Kathleen Kennedy, so fuck you.
I got some Star Wars news too to back up. Is there anything else you want to say on that before I go?
I mean, that's about it. I mean, it's a dumb thing to say for somebody who's in charge of Star Wars.
I think after 9, she may get booted out. I don't know. But
everyone's been saying that. I hope she does, because I don't like the direction they've been taking Star Wars, and I think it's all her. And like, I know everyone's like, "Oh, well, George Lucas wanted her, so that means she knows what she's doing, right?" And I'm like, George Lucas had no fucking idea what he was doing.
This was prequels George Lucas. He doesn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, cool. He wanted her. Okay, that's a bad decision then.
I don't know why Disney doesn't have to do what he says. They own Star Wars. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But this is also from Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know what the next big Star Wars movie will be, but Jon Favreau will play a big role. So, and people who don't know, Jon Favreau created The Mandalorian, and that's probably why she's saying that.
Okay, I mean, why are we talking about movies that aren't even like in existence yet? She's just like, hey, we're gonna make a movie that Jon Favreau is gonna be somewhat involved with. Like, okay, talk about it when the fucking movie comes out.
Because again, who knows? She may not even be in charge of Star Wars at that point.
Probably not.
Who knows?
And also, this probably won't happen.
But everybody is raving about The Mandalorian.
That's fine, but things change. They could come up with some other idea, and some new director comes out, and they're like, "We're gonna make a fucking movie with him." Fuck you, Jon Favreau.
And like I said, Jon Favreau is a hit or miss director sometimes.
He is. So. He hasn't made all hits,
and he hasn't made all duds either. So
yeah, he's kind of just in the middle.
I don't also think of Jon Favreau as a Star Wars guy either, but maybe he is.
I guess he is now.
Maybe he is. I don't know though. I'm sure he knows of Star Wars and likes it, but I don't know if he's like into it as much as somebody else would be.
I don't know. He doesn't have to. He just has to make a lot of money.
Just let Kevin Feige just take over Star Wars. I'd be fine with it.
He probably will at some point. That Star Wars movie he's producing, that it'll make buku bucks, and they're like, "Yo, Kevin, you want an extra like $100,000 a year?"
He's like, "You'll have to make 5 movies a year now."
You're like, "I don't give a damn."
Because you got to make another Star Wars movie.
Give me all the money.
I think he's slowly trying to inch his way towards CEO of Disney. I think that's where he's going.
I would not doubt that. Fuck you, Bob Iger. I'm taking your job.
I mean, like he's putting in all this work. He's making them all this money. And if he takes over the Star Wars division, I mean, that's just bumping him up even higher. You never know. You never know. You got any other Star Wars news before we move on?
That's it.
All right. I got some Nickelodeon news.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
is Nickelodeon still like a channel?
Apparently.
Oh my god!
Maybe not, considering this deal they just made. But Nickelodeon signs a multi-year deal with Netflix to produce original films and TV shows based on Nick characters.
I mean, that's cool. They recently put out an Invader Zim movie on Netflix, and I've been meaning to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I'll probably watch it tonight because it's like 70 minutes. Because Invader Zim was awesome. I loved Invader Zim growing up. And I think they put out a Rocko's Modern Life thing on Netflix as well. So like that's cool as hell.
But the Ninja Turtles are owned by Nickelodeon, so that could be.
Oh my god! Do another live action Ninja Turtle show that isn't the Next Mutation, because that show is so bad.
Don't let Michael Bay direct.
I think he's done with those movies, and he didn't direct those other movies either.
He produced them, but whatever.
He produced them, but his fingerprints.
I was gonna say you can see his style in there. Don't let him anywhere near the show.
Would you rather honestly just bring back what
I said? Would you rather have a show or a movie?
I'd rather have a show, because to me the Ninja Turtles are cartoons. They're TV shows.
But you don't want a cartoon show, another cartoon show. You want a live action show.
I mean, it could be either way. If it's live action, don't make the turtles look horrifying. But it could be cartoon. It'd probably work best as a cartoon. Bring back the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoon, which is by far the best Ninja Turtles cartoon that has ever been made, because it's kind of self-aware and kind of fun, and it looks really cool and has a cool art design. Bring that shit back.
2012. What was that one?
It was like the 3D. Yeah, the 3D like wacky looking one. That show was awesome.
Maybe with this deal, do you think they'll put Nickelodeon stuff on Netflix? Are they allowed to do that, you think? Or do you think they can only put original
probably stuff? Part of the deal. Because it'd be weird if, like, hey, we're making a new Hey Arnold movie, but we're not putting Hey Arnold on here. Like,
they're going to make Fred 4.
Oh my god.
Because wasn't that a Nickelodeon movie? That was a Nickelodeon movie.
Yeah, the Fred trilogy.
How did that dude get 3 movies? For having
no idea.
A high-pitched voice. It's not even his real voice on YouTube.
I have no idea, but I look at something like Fred, and I'm like, I have just completely done life all wrong. Because like this motherfucker's making money like left and right, and he did this shit when he was like 12.
Is he still making money though? Like
he's still making YouTube videos. He's not doing Fred anymore. He retired that because he's like a grown ass man now.
I can't do the high pitched no more. My balls drop. Yeah. I can't do it. I remember watching his videos back in the day.
Yeah, when we were dumb kids.
When we were dumb 10-year-olds.
And now we're dumb adults, and we look back and we're like, this shit's fucking dumb.
Yeah, I can't believe I did that. This is part of horror. I guess I should have mentioned it there, but a new Scream reboot with Courtney Cox and David Arquette coming back.
A Scream boot.
Scream boot.
I mean, I guess nobody cared about Scream 4 when it came out, so it's like people aren't going to give a shit about this.
When did Scream 4 come out?
Came out what 2009, 10-ish. I'd say
it's almost been 10 years.
Yeah, but nobody cared when it came out.
I don't think anybody's cared about Scream, to be honest.
No, Scream 1 was good, and that's the only one I've seen because it's the only one that matters. I've heard 2 and 3 are good, but I just don't care.
The only thing I've seen about Scream is the spoof. Whatever the spoof is, I forget what it's called.
Oh, Scary Movie?
Scary Movie. That's the only thing I've seen that's related to Scream.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not a horror movie guy. I don't watch horror movies.
Motherfucker.
I'm a big weenie. I'm sure Scream isn't that scary because it's just a dude in
It's not. It's a slasher movie, but it's almost kind of a parody in and of itself because the whole movie they're kind of making fun of tropes of horror movies and stuff. Scream 1's good. It's really good. We don't need a reboot. Courtney Cox is like 80 years old. Leave her alone.
Was she in any of them?
I think she's in all of them.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What, David Arquette?
David Arquette's in all of them as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
I guess just bring everybody back. Scream 5. Or I guess it's not 5. It'll be a reboot, but still, whatever.
If they're coming, I guess. Whatever. We don't need this.
I got The Mask 2 with Jim Carrey rumored to be in development.
They've been talking about this for like 20 years. Is this finally happening?
I don't know. It might be. But don't we already have a Mask 2? Shouldn't this be 3?
Son of the Mask. Son of the Mask isn't really canon because it wasn't very good.
You can't just non-canon something.
You can. The Terminator franchise proved that you can just say whatever.
Yeah, the Terminator franchise isn't a franchise, though. It's just a whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
But
so is The Mask.
Son of the Mask is fucking horrifying.
Have you read any of the Mask comics?
No, I haven't.
They're incredibly horrifying and gory and like disturbing. It would be amazing if The Mask 2 was that.
I think it called The Mask 2 though. I don't know.
Why not? What the fuck else will they call it?
The Mask
Resurgence?
Returns.
The Mask Returns? I could see that. That's a kind of an old school title.
Reloaded. The Mask.
God.
I don't know. What else? I just took a Matrix movie and put The Mask in front of it.
I don't know.
The Mask.
It's called The Mask 2. Why are we so afraid of putting 2 in front of movie titles?
Because you fuck numbers. They're scary. People can't do math. All right.
You don't have to do it. It's telling you what movie it is.
I don't know how big 2 is. The second
one. 2 is bigger than 1.
But it's less than 4.
But it's bigger than 1, and that's all that matters, because there's not 4 Mask movies.
Let's just call it The Mask 7 and just fuck with people.
Oh my God. That's something I would do as like a joke. It's like that dumb Bill Cosby movie, Leonard 6.
It's like, where are all the other 5?
Yeah.
So they're in my imagination.
They're in my brain. I haven't made them yet. I'm pulling to George Lucas.
Yeah, pulling to George. I was gonna say, imagine when people went to see Star Wars Episode 5 and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Like, wait a minute. When the fuck did those come out?
Where are the other movies? What happened? What'd I miss?
I would do that, but then I would just never make the rest of them.
I got lazy. I didn't feel like. Maybe when I die, I'll tell somebody. But
no, I just won't tell. I'll die, and everyone will be like, "Where are those other fucking movies at?" Like they're locked away in my secret vault.
You made 2 great movies. You made a good first one, and then you made a good 7th one.
And then I made a 7th.
And you're just like, what the fuck? That's the only 2 movies you ever made.
Fuck. That sounds like something I would do, to be honest.
Just go into retirement after that.
I'd be like, I made 2 awesome movies. Fuck you, I'm done.
I made The Godfather Part 1 and 2. I'm not making 3.
I mean, that's what should have happened, but he made it 3.
Apparently, I've heard 3 is awful.
It's not awful. It's just not, compared to the amazingness that is Godfather 1 and 2, it's not that.
So it's just mediocre.
It's it's just kind of
yeah. I actually got another horror thing. I guess.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I just noticed a new Frankenstein movie. This is happening. New Frankenstein movie, and it's being directed by James Wan, who directed Aquaman.
Motherfucking James Wan. He directed the first Saw, which is a good movie. But like, I didn't like the Conjuring movies. Those weren't scary. And I've heard Insidious isn't very scary. So like, fuck it. If this is like an old school classic, like Frankenstein, like callback to the original fucking Boris Karloff Frankenstein movie that was in black and white with the big dumb head.
I was gonna say, have they attempted to make a new Frankenstein since then?
It was I Frankenstein with fucking Aaron Eckhart.
Was there? I don't remember.
Oh, dude, there's so many Frankenstein movies out there.
I haven't heard of any of them. The only one I know of
because they've all sucked.
Which I did think this is a bad idea. Then
I don't want this, but if it is an awesome movie and it has a cool story, I'm totally down for this.
It's under Universal because Universal owns the Frankenstein movies, but
I think Frankenstein is like public domain.
But I think they own that monster universe crap, like Disney. Like when
is it going to be in that universe?
I think I don't know
because there was that Victor Frankenstein movie that came out with James McAvoy and Daniel Radcliffe. That I think that was Warner Brothers. I think.
I don't know if it'll be under that universe, but I think Universal's making this. But don't quote me on that. I don't know.
I mean, make a classy fucking movie. Make it like an action movie.
Universal was known for the classic horror movies. That's what they were known for.
Yeah, they made like classy, like a lot of those movies are dumb, but like they were classy, like Dracula in like a suit and everything. Like make like classy, like old school style movies. Don't fucking put Tom Cruise in a movie called The Mummy and have explosions and shit everywhere. The fuck is your problem?
I don't know if you can make a Frankenstein movie that's going to be anywhere as good as the original. So
I think you could.
Maybe just. Would you want to just make it at a modern day and redo it, or would you want to make it different?
I personally would want it old timey, just because I like that look. Modern day horror isn't scary. I don't want to see Frankenstein like trying to use Snapchat or some shit, because that would totally be in the movie. Do it in old timey times. If they made it like closer to the book, because the original Frankenstein apparently like isn't anywhere near the original book. If they made it more like the original book, I could see that being kind of interesting. So
what would you do if they said they were going to shoot in black and white?
That'd be fucking amazing.
Would you go see it?
Hell yeah, day one.
Just from that?
Do it black and white in 4x3.
4x3?
Like old school movies.
I don't even know if they can
do those. Fucking do anything.
No, like you could still film it, but I don't know if they could still play it in theaters.
The Lighthouse was in 4x3, and they played that fucker in theaters.
And you know how many theaters it played in? Not very many.
Like 2.
Exactly.
Still.
Because most theaters are digital now. They put it.
Well, I mean, all it is just the screen. Instead of having a full screen, you'll just have this little sliver. People could fucking deal with that.
I don't know if their projectors can do it. Is what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ, the future sucks. Then
it might be
an old projector.
Find one out of the back room. Be like, hey, dust off the old one. Let's throw it out there.
Do that because that'd be awesome.
But I was gonna say, doesn't Nolan? He still films on film, doesn't he?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan uses like I think 35 millimeter film.
Yeah, he's one of the few directors that still does it.
Because film is fucking expensive.
It is, but it's Christopher Nolan. People aren't going to argue.
If he wants to use film, he's using film.
People aren't going to argue with him.
Yeah,
I don't know if he still does, but I know he did for like the Batman.
He still does. He's all about film and like practical stuff, and he's all about that shit.
Well, good on Nolan. Good on Nolan.
Yeah,
I think they still make it digital afterwards, but still.
Well, I mean, they have to like put it on DVD and shit.
Nah, they could just.
They don't just imagine you open a DVD and there's just film prints everywhere.
They give you one of the big big
film reels.
You have to buy a projector with.
Oh my god, those things fucking suck. Those would be heavy.
Just to watch The Dark Knight.
Oh my god, The Dark Knight would probably look amazing like that, though.
You think so?
Probably.
I don't know. What else you got? I got 3 more. What else you got?
That's all the movie stuff I have.
Oh, really? All right. Well, I told you this the other day, and I'm gonna report this, but I know it's not factual. So, Cats reportedly had a $300 million budget. It's not true. It's only about $100 million, which makes way more sense than $300 million. $300 million is only $50 million away from Avengers Endgame, so I would not want to put that kind of budget into Cats.
Yeah,
but $100 million makes way more sense.
100 million is still a little too much for a fucking Cats movie.
I could see it because the whole movie's basically CG. So
but it's not though. It's just the actors because all the sets are practical.
That's a lot harder since you have to put it in a real place and make movements.
I still just can't get past the fact that they just couldn't fucking put them in cat suits and makeup and shit.
That's what I think they should have done. Just put costumes. Make costumes.
God forbid. This is that whole like in-game thing that I always argue with you about, where she's like, you couldn't just make a fucking suit. Where'd all this money go?
In-game suits, though, they look like suits. These cats don't look like cats.
They don't. They're like humans.
Monsters. They look like monsters from my nightmares.
Fuck, is this a part of the dark universe?
You know, I could totally. Who made this? Is it Universal?
It's not Universal.
Damn it.
I don't know who made it.
Put Idris Elba in the dark universe.
Oh my god.
Do you think this movie is going to do well? Do you think it will?
I think I don't know if it'll bomb. I don't think it'll do like super well. Like, oh man, it's $1 billion movie. But I think it'll do fine. I mean, if you like musicals, I mean, I don't know how well musicals do in the modern day. Probably not very well.
How did The Greatest Showman do? That's the newest.
The Greatest Showman, I think, did okay because it's getting a sequel, so it had to do pretty well.
But I don't know if The Greatest Showman did well because of the movie or if it was because of Hugh Jackman.
Probably both. Because The Greatest Showman is a good fucking movie. Go fuck yourself.
Greatest Showman made $435 million, so it didn't do bad. Didn't do bad. But this does have big stars in it too, like Taylor Swift and Idris Elba and all that stuff.
It does.
So it has that writing on it, which I'm sure they did that on purpose.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, let's cast fucking Alden Ehrenreich, somebody that nobody knows.
And cats.
But
like, just do what the Broadway show does. Make costumes. I'm sure the Broadway.
But we got to be edgy and modern.
Just make better costumes than the Broadway show. It's a Broadway show. You could do better than them.
That's too much work. Let's just do it in post.
But yeah, I think it is a lot of work to do it in real, because if you make it the whole thing CG, it's just easier to make CG characters in a CG environment.
Yes, because you just sit at a computer all fucking day. But that's missing the art, man.
Plus, they gotta like make everybody's music sound good. They gotta re-edit all that stuff. So.
Well, they're gonna have to do that regardless.
Yeah, but it costs money.
I guess. Fucking movies suck.
What is your box office prediction for this?
Maybe opening weekend, probably like 50 million.
50 million. I'd say that, and I'd say total maybe 280, 300.
Maybe I could see that.
It's competing with Star Wars, and
the only problem is, well, Star Wars and Chinese people, because they like to eat cats, so they're gonna go into this movie thinking it's like a buffet. And then they come out disappointed and like, don't go see this fucking movie.
The trailer beforehand.
Hopefully.
But it's competing with Star Wars and Jumanji, which is predicted to have like a 700 million box office.
Jesus Christ.
And Frozen 2 just came out, so I'm sure it'll be competing with
Frozen 2. Frozen 2 is one of those movies that like it came out and I was like, oh, Frozen 2 was a thing? I didn't even know that.
And didn't A Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood come out today?
It did.
You're gonna go see that?
I'll see it at some point, yeah.
You see it at some point. All right, and then my next piece of news is some Harry Potter news. Harry Potter.
Oh my God, we're still fucking getting those movies.
Do you know Tom Felton? I think he's
Malfoy.
Yeah, he said he's open to a reboot of the series. It would jump in on that.
Of course he is. I would be too if I was in one of the most successful franchises.
You don't need a reboot of Harry Potter. It came out in like what? Started in 2001. I think.
Well, what does he mean by reboot? Because reboot is kind of a vague term now. Is it a sequel? Or are they like bringing everybody back, or are they just redoing everything?
I took it as redo everything. That's what I took.
Because that's dumb. That's fucking stupid. If he's like, oh yeah, redo it, and I'll come back. Like that's weird.
The newest one was in like 2015 or something.
Well, the newest one was like a year ago. Fantastic Beasts.
Or not. I'm talking about Harry Potter. Not
that's part of the same universe.
But it's not. It doesn't have the Harry Potter name.
Motherfucker.
Doesn't have the Harry Potter name.
Harry Potter presents Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
So we're pulling a Fast and Furious?
Hell yeah.
I have some Fast and Furious news.
Ooh. That was a nice segue.
Paul Walker's Brian O'Connor confirmed to return.
Jesus Christ. You just can't let the fucking dead stay dead.
You can't let the man die, can you?
And I know they're going to be like, oh, we're trying to honor Paul Walker. No, you're not. You're trying to make money off of his likeness. That's what you're fucking doing.
If you were trying to honor Paul Walker, you would have just left it at Fast 7. It's 7?
At 7, yeah.
Where it ended. Why you got to make a whole movie with this?
Because money, man. Because it'll make headlines and they'll make all this money.
And I'm sure his family's like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because they're the ones who are going to be starring in the movie.
Yeah.
His brothers. So yeah, they're going to be making bank.
And they don't have to use their actual face.
And they don't have to act because they probably don't sound like him either.
No. So this comes to our dilemma that we had last time of, should this happen?
No, it shouldn't
be allowed to happen.
No.
But do you own the rights to yourself after you're dead? No, because you're dead.
You should, though, because it's you.
You can't defend yourself. You're dead.
But that should be all the defense you need. I'm dead.
Respect me. I'm dead.
Leave me. That'll be in my contract when I die. Respect me. I'm dead. Unless you want me to play Batman, then fucking use me all you want.
You're gonna be Bane, and they'll just cover your face. So
no, I want to be Batman.
No, you're gonna be Bane.
Why would I be Bane?
Because that's the closest you'll be to Batman.
Bane's fucking Hispanic.
Why would you be Batman?
Why would I be Bane? Make me fucking his sidekick, his like newest sidekick, fucking the Signal or whatever. He's black. I could do that.
You could be
Batwing or whatever.
Commissioner Gordon.
Nah, I'd be a dumb Commissioner Gordon.
Let's
be like, hey, Batman, go do illegal shit.
That's all the movie news I have. So
that's all the movie news I have.
You got some TV or game news?
I have a shit ton of DC news and some Marvel news.
All right, which one do you want to start with?
I don't know. What do you want to start with?
We can start with Marvel because I don't have that much Marvel. We'll end with DC.
Let's go with Marvel.
All right, what you got?
Apparently, the Marvel Disney Plus shows are going to be the same length as The Mandalorian, 30 minutes.
30 minutes? I think I knew this, and there's 8 episodes or 6 episodes?
I think it's 6 to 8 episodes, yeah.
6 to 8. So that's not bad. It's about
which I'm okay with if they're not doing what The Mandalorian is currently doing, because The Mandalorian's treating itself as if it's like an hour long, where it's just like, oh, let's have a bunch of shots of just like him walking around the desert and like not saying anything for 10 fucking minutes. But then there's like, it's a 30-minute episode. Like, you got to have shit happening all the time. So hopefully Marvel is like, here's shit happening all the time, because 30 minutes is not a long time.
I'm pretty sure The Mandalorian is 8. So
it is.
So I think it ends like a week before episode 9 comes out, maybe, or maybe 2 weeks before.
Probably. I think it leads up to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think this will play? Do you think we'll get into that later? But I'm fine with it because it sounds like it's just a movie. If it's 6 episodes, it'll be a 3-hour movie. That's what it just sounds like for the Marvel shows.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, why don't you just make a fucking movie? But
I mean, they have the budget for they have the budget of the movie. $25 million per episode is insane.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking insane.
Fucking nuts.
I got some show stuff too. Runaways ends after 3 seasons. The 3rd season.
I haven't been watching the show, so I don't really care.
It's all on Disney Plus, so you could watch it if you wanted. But
I want to at some point because I want to watch all the Marvel shit. But I just haven't.
This is the last non-Disney Plus show that has been axed, except for one. Do you know what the one show is that is not been axed?
I don't.
Hellstorm on Hulu. That's the only one that hasn't. It's not out
that
yet.
Weird like Ghost Rider show or whatever.
Yeah, it's not out yet, but it's still happening apparently. So I don't know.
It's strange.
But Ghost Rider
are those like cartoons still happening? Like the Howard the Duck thing that's coming? Is that still happening?
I haven't heard. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. I hope that is happening.
But Runaways was the last show that was still active, and that is now finished.
No, I don't care.
I might watch it. It's on Disney Plus. If I
watch it at some point, but I'm not like super excited about it.
Because they'll probably just reboot it anyways on Disney Plus.
Probably.
So we'll see. I also got the Russo brothers want to direct a couple episodes of Moon Knight, which sounds fucking amazing.
That would be really cool. Just don't do fucking jokes in Moon Knight. I know Moon Knight can sometimes be funny, but I want like a dark, depressing, borderline like disgusting Moon Knight show.
I think you make it to where he doesn't make jokes, but like maybe he ends up in kind of a funny situation.
He is the joke. Everybody just makes fun of him for 2 hours.
No, I don't think you do that. But I think you could put a couple jokes in there, but don't make him say the joke.
They're gonna put jokes in this anyway, because that's kind of their formula at this point. But it's just like the Russo brothers are really good at action and all that stuff, but they do tend to like break tension with like a joke, and I don't really like that.
Did they do that in the Winter Soldier? I don't remember doing the Winter Soldier.
They didn't do that in Winter Soldier, but they did that in fucking Civil War and Infinity War and Endgame. Winter Soldier, I think, is the only one where they didn't do that.
Because I think it makes sense in those because they use the characters that are funny, like Tony Stark.
To a point, yeah. And Moon Knight's not a funny guy, so don't try to fucking.
Oh yeah, they might pull a Winter Soldier and it'd be more serious.
I would love that. That'd be amazing.
Which I'm just excited that they might direct some episodes. So who knows?
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Those would probably be the best episodes.
You think? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. This feels
probably
like
will.
So far away, but it's only like 2 years away. So we'll have to wait and see.
2 years will be here before you know it.
I know, with all the shit that's going to be coming out from Disney Plus and all that stuff.
Fucking insane.
What else you got? I got one more, but what else you got?
I guess this is technically Marvel news, because it involves Willem Dafoe, who was in a Marvel movie, but
that doesn't add up. But
he was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that was like also 10 years ago.
Doesn't matter, Devin. It was a Marvel movie.
More like 20 years ago.
But he says, and I'm sure he's going to get a lot of shit for this, he says that comic book movies have become noisy and the genre has outgrown itself. I'm sure everyone's going to fucking lose their mind over this.
Martin Scorsese has
started a revolution.
He's opened up this can of worms that no one knew existed.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, that ain't cinema. And everyone's just like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Why, Willem Dafoe? You were in a Marvel movie.
He was in a DC movie like last year.
I know. Like,
Aquaman.
Maybe he doesn't like it, but he's like, I
don't think he's like talking shit about it. I think he's just saying that like there's fucking too many of them because there are.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird characters coming out and saying these comic book movies are trash.
But that's the thing. Most of them haven't said they're trash though. The news places take them and say, "Oh, fucking, did you hear what Willem Dafoe said about fucking Marvel? He fucking hates babies and shit." Like, he probably said, somebody probably asked him, like, "Hey, how do you feel about like the MCU or whatever?" He's probably like, like they're fine, I'm sure. There's just too fucking many of them, and they took that and was like, "Oh, fucking Willem Dafoe's a Nazi."
He's a Nazi.
That's usually what they do with this stuff.
Yeah,
because they did that with Jennifer Aniston when she said nothing bad about the movies at all. And they were like, "Oh, fuck her. She hates comic books."
I blame Martin Scorsese. He should just kept.
It's all his fucking fault. I mean, it is.
This wouldn't be happening if he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Because now, anytime anybody says anything remotely against mainly Marvel, but I guess comic book movies,
it's Marvel because nobody cares about DC.
No, but people are just gonna jump on that and report the shit out of that. And turn it upside down or whatever they want. I'm sure we'll get soon that Robert Downey Jr. somehow hates Marvel.
Somebody will ask him like, "Hey, what do you feel about like coming back for future movies?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't really see like a future for Iron Man." And then the news stores will be like, "Fucking Robert Downey Jr. has always hated Iron Man." And he's fucking. It's like, Jesus Christ!
Like, calm down, media. Calm down. You're pulling strings. You're pulling too many strings.
I want like some obscure person like Doug Jones to just come out and say like, "Fuck comic book movies," and then everyone just starts like losing their shit. Just like some like weird obscure actor that like not a lot of people know about, and then they just become like this next target.
This is what I want. I want a man that everybody knows, and I'm thinking of this man, and he goes up to a podium. He makes his speech, and at the very end, he goes, "Fuck comic book movies."
Yeah, he does his whole like political stuff, and then at the end he just goes, "Oh, and by the way, fuck Marvel," and then he just leaves. That'd be amazing.
The world,
I would vote for him in the next term.
The world,
if he did that,
that'd
be amazing. If that's my president,
that's my Cheeto up there. That's my Cheeto.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, that'd be fucking hilarious.
And then all the news stars be like, "Does Donald Trump support DC?" Like, yeah, probably.
I could totally see him doing that just to stir up drama. Like, if this becomes bigger, like if more people start saying this, he's just gonna come out and be like,
"I'm surprised he hasn't like tweeted about one of these fucking movies and like started some shit." Where he's like, "Oh, Civil War. How are you gonna end Civil War with fucking Captain America stabbing Iron Man in the face?" Like.
Like, it's gonna happen. Obama's gonna come out and just be like, "I always hated everything that has to do with comics."
I feel like Obama would probably like tweet out and be like, "Yo, can I be in one of these fucking movies?" He's like a cool dude.
Can I be Black Panther?
Can I be? Fuck. He's too old. He could have been his dad.
I don't know if they would have allowed that.
Why
Secret
not?
Service. They'd be like, he can't be in a movie.
Why the fuck not? Ronald Reagan was in movies
before he was president.
Okay, I'm sure if he wanted to be in a movie afterwards, they would fucking let him.
I don't know.
He's the goddamn ex-president.
Bill Clinton's gonna come out and be like, "Fuck Marvel movies." He don't even know what that is.
God,
he's like 80. He don't know what that is.
Yeah, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
George Bush would though.
George Bush would be like, no, he would come out and be like, "Oh, fucking Marvel was an inside job or whatever."
Kevin Feige was an inside.
Kevin Inside has weapons of mass destruction.
He's a robot. We created him.
We created him. We got to go destroy him. He's gone rogue.
He's gone.
And then everybody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, George Bush?"
I'm on meth right now. I don't know what I'm talking about.
His whole life is a big meth trip.
Oh man, that was a bit of a tangent there, but
that was a major tangent.
It was kind of funny. So, yeah. Who said who were we talking about?
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. Fuck Willem Dafoe.
I like Willem Dafoe.
He's a great Green Goblin, but
I like Willem Dafoe. I like his creepy face.
Why was he an Aquaman? I don't know.
Because I don't know. You need to work that year. I don't know.
I didn't get the movie I wanted to. I'll just do Aquaman.
He didn't. I don't think he wanted to do Aquaman. He seemed very bored in that fucking movie anyway.
He did. He didn't have the Defoe acting.
Yeah.
Like that like crazy eyed look he gives you.
Yeah, I'm just fucking here.
I'm just here. I'm his mentor for some reason.
Some fucking reason.
All right, moving on. What else? You got anything else? Or?
That's all the Marvel news I have.
My last one. 2022 and 2023 MCU movie dates have been released, and they're officially 4 movies a year. 2020.
This is fucking. I saw this. This is ridiculous. This is insane.
If they can keep up the quality they're doing, I mean,
they're not going 4 movies a year. Plus, how many TV shows are we getting a year? 2, probably 1 or 2 a year.
2 or 3, actually.
2 or 3 TV shows a year plus 4 movies.
We're getting 3 TV shows next year, I think.
That's fucking nuts. Stop. Slow down.
They might be stretching too thin here.
Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. They're riding high. And they're riding high off that in-game buzz where they're like, "Oh fuck, let's just go full bore. Everybody's gonna go love this shit." And then they're gonna come out. Black Widow's gonna come out, and everyone's like, "Ah, it's whatever." And then Marvel's gonna be like, "Oh fuck."
The only reason I can see this is unless when they engulfed Fox, they didn't fire anybody, and they're just using that to make that 4th movie, like that division. Be like, okay, the Marvel division of Fox, you're making the 4th movie for us. That way we can still do our 3, and then you do the 4th, but you still have to answer to Kevin Feige.
I mean, even still, it's just the fact that, like, because I think one of the biggest problems that Marvel is going to face for the next million years, however long they keep making these fucking movies, is the fact that, like, they're not taking chances with these movies. They need to, like they're saying Doctor Strange 2 is going to be a horror movie. Cool. If it's an actual horror movie, fuck yeah. It won't be, because it's got to be a PG-13 family movie for kids and shit, and they're not going to scare the shit out of kids. It'd be awesome if they did. But like they need to make like Joker stuff, not like R-rated, like dark, disturbing stuff. But they need to take like, let's take Howard the Duck and make him like a fucking samurai, and like just do that. Like that would be an awesome movie. Just do that.
I really hope with the Fox studio they start to branch out into more mature stuff, if that makes sense. Like
they're gonna have to
do an R-rated movie.
How are they gonna make Blade PG-13? Are you fucking kidding me?
You can make Blade PG-13, but you can't make Deadpool. You can't go back down to PG-13 for Wolverine. You just can't. Not after Logan. You can't do it.
You can't, but I think they will, because they want him in all the X-Men movies and shit, and they're gonna try and squeeze as much Wolverine out of this as they can.
You can do that. It's just if you make a solo Wolverine movie, make it R.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if they would do that.
If you're throwing them in a team up or something, you can make it PG-13. But I don't know. I don't know if you could step down from Logan. I don't know.
How do you make a PG-13 Deadpool movie or PG-13 Daredevil movie?
Not after the Netflix show.
Exactly. The Ben Affleck movie was fucking rated R. Well, the director's cut was.
I don't know. But apparently also they have no plans to introduce X-Men yet. So all those 8 films in 2022-23 don't have X-Men characters yet.
I mean,
except for maybe Deadpool. Deadpool might be in there.
Deadpool's probably in there somewhere, which he's technically an X-Man.
But Kevin Feige has said he still doesn't know how he's going to introduce the X-Men, so that's why he's
just fucking introduce it. Just put them in and say, hey, they've been around. They've just been in like Missouri.
I think he wants to do it right, though. He wants to do something.
No, because I can guarantee you they're probably going to do that Snap thing where it's like, oh, the Snap created all the mutants and stuff.
By that point, I think the Snap's been too far away. If you do it in 2023, like it's been too long. It's been 5 years since that happened in like real life.
How else are they going to fucking bring him in?
Like he said, they just introduce him.
Just fucking do that then. Just have like in the next, like in Shang-Chi, just have like Wolverine come out and he's got knives, and then they have like a sword fight. Do a fucking Silver Samurai fight.
A good one.
A good Silver Samurai fight.
That's all the Marvel news I have. So.
You want to get into DC?
DC. I know you have a lot.
DC news.
You probably have the 2 that I have, but
I got so fucking much. Let's start. Joker. There's a bunch of Joker news. Joker crosses $1 billion.
Yes.
The box office. The first R-rated comic book movie to cross $1 billion. And I think one of the first R-rated movies to cross $1 billion.
It is the first R-rated.
That's fucking weird.
Deadpool was the highest grossing. It only made like $850 million.
It got close, but yeah, it did make $1 billion. Which means DC's better than Marvel, so go fuck yourselves.
No, they just made a better movie.
I know. I'm fucking joking.
You're joking on the Joker.
Joking about the Joker.
I say congrats. It was well worth it. And what makes it even crazier is that they don't have China's box office in there. That is fucking insane to me.
They don't have China's box office in there?
No, they didn't release it in China because they had to re-edit it for Chinese. For some reason, China wanted them to re-edit it, and he was like, "No, I'm not fucking doing it."
They want fucking mermaids in the movie or some shit.
I don't know. I think there was something offensive in it, and they wanted it taken out.
God forbid you put something offensive in a movie.
But Todd Phillips, right? That's who directed it. Mm-hmm. He was like, "I'm not re-editing it, so we're not releasing."
Yeah, that's good because he made because the whole movie is like it's his vision. That's what the Joker is. It's like it's not really. I wouldn't even really describe it as a comic book movie. It's just he had this idea and he made it. He's not gonna fuck with it and like re-edit it just to make money.
So yeah, it's insane that it made $1 billion without China.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It would be the highest grossing Batman franchise movie if it had China. It still might be because it's only a couple million away from The Dark Knight Rises. I think it's the highest grossing Batman movie.
I think so, yeah.
And it made 1.05 billion, so it's only a couple million away. It could very well pass it.
It could, and it might.
So it might be the highest grossing Batman franchise movie ever.
It's fucking insane, man.
I give it props, though. It deserves the $1 billion.
It totally does. Even if you didn't like it, it's just the fact that we're getting comic book movies like this, and this is going to be the start of like a new trend. Fuck yeah.
I didn't think it had the legs to keep going. When I saw where it was a couple weeks ago, I was like, it ain't going to make it. It'll slow down. But it kept the legs.
It kept going.
It had pulled an Avatar. It kept the legs. Avatar it didn't make a lot of money. It just made a lot of money over a long period of time.
Yeah.
So I could see Joker staying in theaters longer than it was originally going to. Just
probably.
It keeps making money.
It's only been out for a couple months.
I know. So it keeps making money. Keep going. Star Wars may kill it, though. So we'll see.
Probably, yeah.
If it makes it to December 20th, it may die from Star Wars.
Probably, Star Wars is going to kill everything.
Yeah, because that's like the only movie coming out around then. And for a reason, nobody wants to mess with Disney Star Wars. You don't.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Joker, there's been a lot of news of Joker 2 officially happening, but it's not.
What do you mean it's not?
It's not happening. Todd Phillips came out because people asked him about the sequel, and he was like, we have no plans of doing a sequel.
What was all the reports of everybody saying that there was?
Apparently, it was fake news. Because Todd Phillips said that he didn't talk to Joaquin about like, hey, we're doing a sequel or anything. Like they haven't been approached to do a sequel or anything. Like they're not doing a sequel right now. He said it's like in the cards, like maybe in the future, but as of right now, they're not doing it.
Oh shit! Fake news. This proves how fast it can spread. Because I remember that was everywhere. That one.
It was because people just see a headline and they're like, oh fuck, share that, and then they just share it.
Yeah. I don't think it doesn't need a sequel.
It doesn't. And how the fuck do you make a Joker sequel without Batman? You can't.
You just put Batman in it.
But then the Joker would be like 60. You want a 60-year-old Joker running around? You want another Jack Nicholson Joker running around? He's old as shit.
Jack Nicholson
He wasn't that old when that came out, though.
It wasn't, but he always looks like he's 60.
That's true.
So
And then next, we have some Superman stuff.
Oh shit!
It's technically news, I guess.
Fuck yes, lay it on.
But it's pretty much Henry Cavill recently in an interview said that he hasn't given up on the role of Superman, which doesn't necessarily mean shit. All that means is that he hasn't officially been like, oh, I'm done with this shit. But it's a good sign that maybe possibly at some point we could see him back in the red, white, and blue tights.
It gives
just
me
red and blue.
A little bit of hope that one day we'll get Man of Steel 2.
Yeah, hopefully. Or just any movie with him in it. Because he could have been in Shazam easily.
He could have. I'm sure he would have.
For some reason he didn't.
I'm sure he would have done it. I freaking love Superman. He's my favorite DC character.
Superman's awesome.
I'm sorry for all the hardcore Batman fans.
No, Superman's great. People wrongly shit on Superman. Superman's a great character.
I love Superman. He's my favorite DC.
Superman's awesome.
I really want a Man of Steel 2. I just want
Henry Cavill. Everyone's gonna shit on me for saying this, but Henry Cavill's probably one of the best Supermen we've ever had.
I'm not gonna shit on you for that.
And it's crazy to think that WB wanted him for Superman Returns originally, because he did screen tests for Superman Returns, and they were like, no, let's go with this other guy. And then when Man of Steel came around, they're like, we're getting fucking Henry Cavill this time. So they've wanted him for a while. So it's weird that they're just like, oh, we're done with him. Whatever. It's
also weird that they're sitting on Superman, who is potentially $1 billion franchise. Also,
I wouldn't say nobody cares about Superman outside of comic book fans. People don't know Superman because they don't like Superman.
If the Batman comes out and it makes $1 billion, we'll hear Superman is going to be getting a movie soon. That's what I think.
We might, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a profitable movie.
It's just name recognition. Batman and Superman are the most iconic.
Yeah, but Man of Steel was also name recognition, and that didn't make $1 billion. The fucking movie Batman versus Superman didn't even make $1 billion.
Batman versus Superman made a shit ton of money.
Didn't make $1 billion.
Even though most people thought it was bad, it made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it made 800 something million, but it didn't make $1 billion.
That was social media saying stop watching this movie because it's bad. But it still made a shit ton of money because it was Batman versus Superman.
I would love a Superman movie to hit $1 billion. I just don't think people care enough about Superman.
Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're waiting for people to get so fed up. They're like, we want a Superman movie.
Well, everyone's been saying, where the fuck has Man of Steel 2 been for the last
it's not
7 years?
We need to create a hashtag.
Hashtag release Man of Steel 2.
Hashtag bring back Henry Cavill.
Hashtag bring back the super lip. No, don't.
Don't fuck that. No. I think that was literally one of the reasons Justice League failed. That right there. The lip thing.
I mean, that's part of it, but that's not the entire reason why it failed.
May also be why it made a little bit of money. Is because
people were like, "What the fuck is this? I have to go see this."
I remember there were so many reports there's this lip, and you don't want to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And people are like, "I gotta go see this lip," and they're like, "Oh,
I gotta go see it." And they immediately the movie started, and they were like, "Oh, it's that."
That's what happened.
Fuck this, and then they just left.
All right, what else you got?
There's been a lot of hashtag release the Snyder Cut tweets coming out.
Ben Affleck himself, I saw.
The goddamn Batman himself, Ben Affleck, the guy who's basically just said fuck all this shit and hasn't talked about any of this stuff for a year or two, tweeted it out. And I don't know if he was forced to do it. I don't think he would, because it's not like Zack Snyder would be like, hey, you have to fucking tweet this out. I'm gonna blackmail your ass. I don't think Zack Snyder has that kind of power. So I think he's either supporting Zack Snyder, he's in the right mind now, and he's like, fuck yeah, release Justice League because it's probably fucking awesome. Or he was just bored one day, or he's drunk and he's just release the Snyder Cut. Who knows? But it's fucking cool.
Do you think the Snyder Cut is actually done?
There have been several people. I think it's done, because why would everyone say it's done if it's not?
It could be filmed, but do you think all the CG and crap is in it?
I mean, I'm sure. I think the movie's done. Because he shot Batman vs Superman and Justice League back to back, and he shot Batman vs Superman, I think 2014, 2015 ish, which means when Batman vs Superman was coming out, he was already shooting Justice League. So then when all that stuff came out that he left, that was a year later at that point. So it's it's probably done and finished. And I've heard Jay Oliva, who did the storyboards, and he's a known DC Comics guy who worked on the movie. He said it's done. I've seen it, it's done. So I think it's finished.
I don't know if it is. I don't know if
I think it's done.
I think it's probably shot. Like it's completely
either that or they're all just fucking with us. Like Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa recently was like, "Oh, I've seen it. It's fucking awesome." Like unless he's just fucking with all of us.
I don't know. It's gotten a lot more traction than I thought it was gonna get.
I think it's gonna come out at some point.
You think so?
Maybe not anytime soon, but I think all of this stuff, when you have all of your actors, including actors that are still in your movies, saying, "Hey, release a Snyder Cut," like Gal Gadot's been tweeting. Even Dave Bautista tweeted something out recently that said like hashtag release a Snyder Cut or something. So like this is getting like huge traction from people.
I don't know. They may pull a Deadpool and somebody accidentally dumps it on the
accidentally, and then it gets 1 million views, and you're like, "Fuck, we can make a lot of money off of this."
Like somebody released like a trailer or something.
I would totally be okay with that. Anything to get us the actual cut of the movie, I'm fine with.
Whereas whoever did it to Deadpool needs to
Ryan Reynolds.
I don't think it was Ryan Reynolds.
It was Ryan. Who the fuck else would it be? It's Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds may have had a part in it, but I don't think he like pressed the button.
I like to imagine Ryan Reynolds in like a black Mission Impossible outfit sneaking into like the Fox archives trying to track down this test footage, and then he just like is tweeting stuff out on his computer, and he just leaks it one night, and he's just like, "Ooh."
maybe
I like to imagine that's what happened.
All right,
so do that with the Snyder Cut.
What else?
According to Dwayne the Rockman Johnson himself, Black Adam will apparently introduce the Justice Society of America.
Oh, if this movie actually gets made.
If it gets made, which it won't.
You're still on that.
It's not happening.
How are you excited for this?
I mean, I guess this movie's not gonna happen, so I don't really give a shit.
You're just like whatever. You can say all you want about it until it's
a little weird to introduce the Justice Society in the first Black Adam movie. Like we haven't even set up Black Adam yet.
Just like I don't think they should have set up the Shazam family in the first Shazam movie.
Yeah, they shouldn't have. That should have been the sequel. And I know that both Shazam and Black Adam have been a part of the Justice Society. They're like one of the like not founding members, but they've been in it. But like that's something you do later.
Yeah, you don't do that in the first movie.
So it's a little weird. But it'd be cool if like Jay Garrick showed up because he's a part of that. It'd be cool if like the old school like pre-Justice League heroes showed up. That'd be kind of fucking cool, I think.
Do you think Warner Brothers is that smart though?
Probably not.
Well,
I mean, if they're going to introduce the Justice Society, that's who the Justice Society is. So
I know
they would have to do that.
Are they going to do it well?
Probably not.
Probably not.
If WB is involved, probably not. Now, if they just get a filmmaker and they just let him make it, then maybe. But
they ain't gonna let that happen.
No.
Fucking Warner Brothers, man. We throw so many shots at them, but they deserve it. So
yeah, they did. And then I have a couple of Infinite Crisis
more news about
Hell yeah.
Crisis.
Jeez. There were a couple of not set photos. These were like officially released like character photos of like Brendan Routh looking fucking cool as Kingdom Come Superman, and we got a picture of Kevin Conroy as the Batman himself. He's looking all old and shit. He didn't look that old, but he's looking old. And he was just like in a chair and he had like armor and stuff on him for some reason. But he was there and I was like, that's cool. And there was one of the producers of the CW Arrowverse or whatever hinted, and this is fucking hilarious, hinted on Twitter because somebody asked, was like, hey, you have like 3 Supermen in the movie already. What about like Nick Cage? What, like, did you even like consider hitting him up? And they were just like, yeah, who's to say we didn't hit him up? So if they fucking get Nick Cage to show up in this goddamn event as the Superman himself, this is gonna be the best thing ever.
Imagine if all the stuff that they've showed us so far is just like a little taste.
Oh my god! I mean, it's gonna be like a 3-part, like epic thing. Like, hopefully, this is huge.
It's gotta be. You can't do it any other way. Can't do it any other way.
This is gonna be incredible. The only problem is that there's no like real Batman. Because the only Batman is Kevin Conroy, and he's not even gonna be. He's old, so he's not gonna be like in the bat suit.
You never know. Christian Bale could be sneakily in there.
Fuck. What if the goddamn if it's Batman Beyond Batman? If like he's playing that Batman, what if we get a live action Terry McGinnis? Shit.
That'd be
incredible.
Bring back Batfleck.
Or just bring back Batfleck and have him murder a bunch of people.
You never know. They get both Christian Bale and Batfleck.
Christian Bale won't do it. Because he said multiple times, like, people still to this day ask him, like, are you going to come back to Batman? He's like, what the fuck did I say like 2 years ago? I won't do another Batman movie unless Christian Bale's involved.
I feel like Christian Bale's a little insane. He may like murder me if I asked him.
He's a very intimidating guy.
He may like put his hand around my throat and be like, what'd you say? I'd be like, nothing.
He just immediately break out in his rant that he did for Terminator Salvation. What the fuck are you doing? And he's completely in an American accent.
Like when I saw him in American Psycho and he was at the top of those stairs and he just screamed about dropping that chainsaw down the stairs. I was like, oh shit.
Well, many people don't know American Psycho is a documentary.
It's a documentary about Christian Bale.
About Christian Bale. That's what he does in his free time.
Fuck. Like, no. I'm so intimidated by Christian Bale. I'm more intimidated by him than I would be of The Rock.
I don't think I've ever seen Christian Bale smile. Like in interviews and stuff, he's always just like straight face. I'm like, this dude has like either like seen some shit or he's murdered some people and is like trying to hide it or like something's going on.
He's probably done both.
Probably. He's got that Jesse Eisenberg effect where like he could murder somebody and then just completely looked unfazed by it.
Like you said, he probably is an American psycho. Like, that's what he is.
I wouldn't doubt it. Well, he's not American. He's British.
Whatever, but he lives in America.
So he's a British psycho.
So why does he have so many American voices if he's British?
Because he's an actor.
He's an actor.
He's only got one American voice, and they all kind of sound the same.
I feel like people doing American voices are better than Americans doing British voices.
Yeah, because Americans don't know how to do British voices. American voices are kind of just like, oh, we're dumb and we got guns and shit.
Yeah, you just gotta
British voice. You got to sound sophisticated. We don't know how to do that.
Americans, you just gotta sound redneck, and then you say,
oh yeah. Oh, that's American. Except for Benedict Cumberbatch, because I can tell when he's doing a fucking accent. He did a Boston accent in Black Mask, and I was like, that's not a fucking Boston accent.
He does it pretty well.
He does it okay.
Tom Holland does it pretty well too.
Tom Holland's pretty spot on.
What about Andrew Lincoln? Everybody says he has like one of the best American accents ever, but
it's good. I wouldn't say it's like the best ever, but it's good. He does a good accent.
He has a good Southern accent. Coral.
All
right, what else you got?
I think that's all the news.
You didn't even mention the one thing I thought you were definitely.
What?
Andy Serkis is casted.
I put a thing on the last episode.
Did you?
I put like a text. It was like Andy Serkis has been officially cast at the time of this video.
Oh, did you?
So that technically counts. So that's why I didn't talk about it because it's in the video.
I didn't mention it because I remember in the last video it was rumored and then it like officially came out.
Yeah, I just put text over it and was like, oh, he's official. Yeah, he's Alfred.
He's Alfred. I didn't think it was gonna happen, to be honest.
Which is kind of weird. I don't think he's old enough, but I mean, they could just like CG him, like they do in all of his fucking movies, and make him older.
You just give him gray hair and be fine.
Yeah. But I love Andy Serkis, so
he's so emotional in all of his movies, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want that in Alfred, but I guess so.
You don't want like a deeply emotional Alfred being like, hey, Batman, stop punching the shit out of people.
Like, I don't know if I want Caesar telling Batman, be like, apes together. Like,
apes together, strong.
Like, I don't know if I want.
What the fuck are you doing, Alfred?
Why are you walking on all fours?
He starts walking around like fucking Caesar, and then he starts talking like Gollum. It's like, Alfred, what the fuck are you doing?
You having a mental breakdown, Alfred? That's all. That's all you covered. All the DC news I had.
That's all the DC news we got.
I think that's the end of the podcast.
The end of the podcast.
Anything else you want to say before we finish it off?
Can we get a Nickelodeon streaming service, please?
No, stop with the fucking streaming service. I pay for 3 and I don't want any more.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying like I want it or like I'm gonna watch it.
You want it?
No, I said, can we get one?
Why do you want?
Like Disney has one now with all the Disney shows on it. I want to watch fucking Drake and Josh like 15 times in a row.
That's true. Drake and Josh is
fucking hilarious, and I bet it's still fucking hilarious.
It used to be on Hulu. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be the whole thing.
If it's on Hulu, I'm gonna watch that shit tonight.
It might be. I don't know if it still is.
Oh my god, Drake and Josh is the reason I have like such a stupid sense of humor.
Josh is like emphasis.
For some reason, Josh used to remind me of you. For some reason,
he probably does. He probably is That's probably where I got my personality.
Probably. He was very much like the way you talk and act. I'm just like, that's Devin.
Like he's a goofball.
He's a goofball, but like he's not aware that he's a goofball. And I'm like, that's Devin. Devin's not aware he's a goofball.
It's me. It's where
I guess you. I don't know. Are you aware that you're a goofball?
I'm a robot, and that's the first show I watched. So
oh my god!
I took that personality when I watched.
Where the fuck has Josh Beck been? I know he's been making like YouTube videos and shit.
He was on Vine for a long time.
He was, and then Vine's dead.
I think he might be an Instagrammer now. I don't know.
And Drake Bell's in fucking Fairly Odd Parents movies.
Is he? Is that what he's doing?
He was. And then he was in that shitty Spider-Man cartoon that nobody liked.
He was in the superhero movie or whatever too.
Oh, that was like 10 years ago. I saw that movie in the theater.
Like when I think of a movie with Drake Bell, I think of that.
I do too. I had that on DVD for the longest time. I got rid of it because I was like, I'm not fucking. I have all these like Criterion movies and these like sophisticated like art pieces. I'm not having fucking superhero movie anywhere near these fucking things. So I got rid of that.
I can picture the scene where he's breakdancing on the wall and he like spins on his head. It's like that's like iconic almost in my head.
It's weird to say, but yeah, it is.
I don't know why. I can picture it perfectly in my head.
I can picture that whole movie. Tracy Morgan is fucking Professor Xavier.
It's so weird.
There's a couple funny moments in that, like when he's attacking the villain and they start spinning around and then they stop and they're like, wait, and it like breaks the fourth wall. That's kind of funny.
That movie's all spoofs are weird. I guess
they're all dumb because they're not like spoofing the movie. They're just like, let's just make a bunch of goofy shit.
That's the point of a spoof, is to make it stupid.
Yeah, but you have to kind of make fun of the movie a little bit. Superhero movie wasn't making fun of like a movie. It was just like, hey, let's just take some things from Spider-Man and then let's just do some other goofy shit.
Mainly hit Spider-Man. That's what it's trying.
Mostly, yeah.
Mainly. But yeah, that's the end of the podcast.
That's the end of the podcast. Go stay in school.
Don't do drugs.
Brush your vegetables. Eat your teeth. Don't do drugs.